Bang and welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things Transformers and Transformers action figure related. So we're back in the booth today looking at my latest pickup from X-Transbots. So this is Gravestone, aka Motormaster. So this is the fourth video now that I've done around the X-Transbots Berserkers, aka the Stunticons. So if you want to go back and check that playlist, there should be a link appearing somewhere on your screen right now, where I take a look at the other ones. You'll see them briefly, the other ones that I've got so far during this when I do the comparison, but if you want to see each figure in greater detail, please go and check out that playlist. As per usual on this channel, let's take a little look at the packaging. So the packaging for this, for the X-Transbots, is, as always, you get some beautiful artwork on the front here with the lightning, so they all kind of go together, which is really cool, really nice. I like the way that they all kind of have a common theme running through all of these boxes so far. Really nice. On the top we get X-Transbots 86, Berserker Leader Gravestone, and then the X-Transbots logo on the side. Really cool, loving this product shot, sorry, a little piece of artwork. Then we get the bio on the side. It's a bit weird, this bio, because the bio that's on the side of this one that says none can destroy iron but its own rust was also used on Death Wish. So just have a look at Death Wish's. So you can see there, Death Wish has it, but it just says what's the point. But on this one it just says that, and then we get a little bit of character bio around Gravestone and how cruel he is and all this kind of stuff. Really miss these, Hasbro. It would be really cool to start getting these on the side of their boxes. Then we get the tech specs, so you can use your Earthrise viewfinder and go through here and get all the tech spec. Really cool, nice throwback to the original G1 stuff that we used to get. On the bottom we get a nice little product shot of the awesome truck mode. And it says product and packing in China. Then we get the Facebook for X-Transbots. Really cool Facebook actually. X-Transbots answer quite a lot of questions and things like that if you put it to them on their posts. So they're not some people who just post and then don't talk to you on their Facebook. I had a few good conversations with the guys over at X-Transbots, which is nice. Then on the side here it says, I only acknowledge one nobility, that of strength. So obviously he loves a little bit of strength. And then on the back, as always, you get the kind of just lightning outline of the figure. Really nice packaging as always. We also get the destructions. So the destructions with this one, nice. Unfortunately it's in this horrible booklet format again, something I don't like. However, these are probably, out of all of them, these are probably the best destructions to be able to follow. I didn't really have too much of a challenge transforming this one. There was not really too much of an awkward piece where you couldn't really follow the instructions. So these are actually the best destructions that we've had so far. And then we also get, as always with the X-Transbots and most third parties, you get a little card here that says Gravestone. You get his tech specs and his bio on it. So nice little card, nice little setup there for what you get as extras. As nice as the box is, we didn't come here to look at boxes, we came here to look at the figure itself. So this is the main event. This is Gravestone, aka Motormaster. Obviously, for those of you who don't know, yes, missing one vital piece, the trailer. So before we start, X-Transbots have taken the decision to release the trailer separately. So the trailer for this version for Gravestone is actually coming in August, which at the time of making this review is next month. So expect to see a review from that in the next couple of months from me if everything runs on time. So yes, he is missing the trailer, and I'll do a separate review on that later on. But I have to say, just looking at this guy, he's a beast. He's absolutely fantastic. For those of you who watch this channel often, you know I love me some purple and black Decepticons, so already this is going to be a winner for me just because it's purple and black, and it's absolutely beautiful. I mean, I'll bring up the comparison between the MP10G later on, but this is the best truck mode in my collection. Absolutely love it. The detailing on this is absolutely fantastic, as it always is with the X-Transbots figures that I've got so far. You can really see, this panel's just gone in a little bit, you can see all of the lovely piping, all of this lovely shiny detailing here. Nice purple tint to the windows. The wheels move because of the transformation. Then you come around the back here, really nice plastic molded detail here. Really nice heft and weight to this. There's some die cast used on this, rubber tires. Really nice. The way all of the fuel canisters and everything look here is absolutely fantastic. And then you've got this is all kind of die cast around here. You have the nice little light bits here, and then you can come around the back and you can see he rolls really nicely. It can be a bit of a challenge, the rolling, sometimes, because these wheels do move and you don't get much control over them. It's not like they're radio controlled or anything, so if one wheel is slightly out, it will hurt your rolling. And they also move in because of the transformation, so you have to just make sure all these wheels are very much facing forward so that you can roll him correctly. But this is, you know, these actually stick out. You know, the MP10G, the wing mirrors fall in quite often, so this is such a great truck mode. I keep saying that with the X-Transbots, they're almost like model cars as well when they're in the alt mode. It's not like an afterthought. Some real thought has gone into these alt modes, and they just look beautiful in each and every alt mode. So let's do a quick comparison between this truck and some of the other bots in this series. So here we have Motormaster. The first video I did in this series was what is my favorite figure in my whole collection, and I'm not sure if this figure is going to beat it. I'm not sure. I still think this is probably still the best figure in my collection. I'll probably explain why a little bit at the end, but this is drag strip, so you can see how they compare together. You can see that they look absolutely fantastic together. We then have Dead End as part of this set, and then we also have Breakdown as part of this set as well. So just move them all along a little bit so you can see how the whole set kind of lines up together, and they look absolutely amazing as a set. This whole set is really starting to look fantastic together. I still can't get Wild Rider anywhere. I can get a G2 yellow version of Wild Rider, but I really want to try and keep this set to this version. So yeah, if anybody knows where you can get Wild Rider at the moment, give us a shout and let me know. But I think you'll all agree that this set looks absolutely cracking together. For an added comparison, we can just bring out the MP10G so you can see how these guys look together, and they look really nice together. But for me, this is definitely the better truck mode. I know there are different primes. There's Prime and then there's Motormaster, but as a truck sitting on my shelf, I just think that this one looks a hell of a lot better than the MP10G. It's definitely a more complicated transformation as well, but also I just feel that this one feels like it's better quality than the Hasbro version as well. That's personally my opinion. This feels better made. I have 3 or 4 different challenges with the transformation on this guy. Straight out the box there were issues with this guy, so maybe that's just me versus the version I have. But however, I think as a value for money purchase, this one is much better than the Hasbro versions of the Masterpiece. So for accessories, he does come with accessories, but I'm not going to go into them in this form because they are much better to look at in the bot mode. So let's move on to the transformation, and this is the transformation. Okay, so transformation time, and the first thing you're going to want to do when you transform this guy is come down the bottom and undo these buckles. So you can undo the buckle. It's just holding everything together. There's just a little buckle here that you just undo. Yep, there's one. And then you come around to the other side and just do the same. Just work the buckle a little bit out. And then, yeah, then so you've got the 2 buckles off the sides like that. And then you're going to come around here and just kind of flip all of this out a little bit so you can separate it out. So, yeah, so you just separate this piece out here and then do the same just around here. So you've got these 2 pieces just separated out. Then you're going to want to come around here, and there's little tabs inside here. So you can just remove this piece like this, and then this piece like that. So when it tells you to pull, just have a look at the tabs inside. You need to kind of squeeze them together and pull them out. Then these pieces here, you can just flip up 1, flip up 2 there, so that you've got everything just set up like so. At this point here, it's quite cool because it looks a little bit like a mask, a mask trailer that's about to transform the kind of mask way. It very much reminds me of a mask thing. I keep saying it, X-Transbots. I think they really need to get into doing some third-party mask toys. If Hasbro aren't going to do anything, I would love to see some third-party mask toys done. So then we want to separate the 2 legs out. You've got a little buckle here. So you just want to, again, don't just try and pull, you want to pull and separate like so. These 2 pieces here, and then you're going to want to just open up the side here like so, and then open up the side on the other side as well, so that you can start to transform everything that's on this side. So you can undo everything, so you've got the legs kind of separated like this, so you can see the legs there. Then once you've got the legs separated, you can start to kind of work around this. So this piece here, that folds in and then comes down, so you can try and just shorten down everything here so it's not too much getting in the way, as some things tend to do on this, because there's a lot going on with the legs on this guy. Oh, a hell of a lot going on. Then you can pull and slide these parts down, but when you pull the legs down on this one, it just feels a lot nicer than what we had to do with the Masterpiece Optimus Prime on those legs. It just feels a hell of a lot better. Then this piece here, we're going to fold it round, and then these pieces here, we're just going to get these out of the way as well, so we can fold these down to here, and then at the back of this one, fold it so you've got everything there like so. So the legs kind of transform a little bit like this. Then you can come down to the feet and just kind of work this piece here. You push it out so that the foot comes down there, and then you can bring out at the back, bring out he's got a little the inside of the foot here can be a little bit challenging to get out, but you want to just reach in, yeah, and flip it out like so. So you've got the back of the foot then stretched out, just to come around and do the same on the other side. Can be a little bit tricky to get in here and get everything you need. You need to flip this up here and then just reach in and grab it, so you've got everything there like that. At this point then we can just move the leg around a little bit and move the leg around there, so we can get him kind of standing up. Once you've got the legs turned around like this, we can then close these compartments around the back. They just tab in and then tab this down as well, and then come around the other side and just do the same on the other side, which is to say that we bring the foot forwards and then bring that down, and we close that down there as well. So we've got the fully transformed legs. Oh, just two more little bits here. We want to just flip this round here just to smooth everything out, which is a really nice little piece. One final thing not to forget, just fold his little wheels at the bottom around so that you've got the fully transformed legs. Next up, we come round the back and we'll just fold him over a little touch so that we can get to all of these working pieces around the back. And what we're going to do first of all is just move these two sections out at the back, which should be able to be done as long as I've moved all of this out. Yeah, so we swing those two pieces out. Then this part isn't exactly very clear on the transformation sheet or the instructions, but you need to just reach in and grab these buckles here. You need to just grab that one and bring it out, and then bring this one out here as well. Then you've got those two pieces that are there, and then you can kind of fold this down and you can fold this piece down as well, which will really help with the transformation as we go through. So that just kind of shores up everything that's going on inside there. Next up, we're coming around the front, and similar to the Econ MP10G, we're going to open up the glass at the front, which actually isn't the easiest thing to get to on this one. You can open it up just like so, and then once we've done that, we're going to come round at the top and just untab everything that we have here, so you can start to see Motormaster's little grill in there. At this point then, we are going to come around to the bottom piece here and flip out the chest piece that we have hiding in here, so we can just make sure the wheels are all aligned and pull this piece out. This piece is all die cast as well, so it's absolutely fantastic, really nice. Now that you've got that like that, you're gonna want to come back round to the top and pull out this piece here, and just leave it like this for now. Bend it round so that you kind of create that shape at the front. With this, once you've done that, you can then flip this whole piece here. We're going to flip it round so that we can get Motormaster's head out. So if we come around here, we can start to see there's a gap here that you're going to bring Motormaster's Swede all the way through. Just make sure that there's space. You might have to just maneuver everything around, but he should go through fairly easily, like so. So you've brought his Swede out. After you've brought his Swede out, you bring this piece out and up to the front just to make room for everything there, like so, because the next thing that you are going to do is fold these tyres inside, like so, and inside, like so. So Motormaster's tyres are all nicely hidden away inside of his body. Then at this point we can come around the back. Then we're going to come around the back here, and what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that this piece here is now going to go into, there's two pegs inside, so these two pegs here, you see this, there's a little peg just there, this needs to fit in. So there is a little bit of kind of wrangling that you have to do with this, just to make sure that it goes in to the holes. So you may just need to make sure that everything just pegs in nicely. This piece then is going to fold under and up. That'll just help with everything. This goes underneath what was the front bumper, and then everything just kind of tabs in together. You just have to move everything around a little bit, just fit it all in. It will get there, I promise. Just takes a little bit of moving around. Okay, so after a little bit of wrangling, I've got it in, so you can see that that's all nice and smooth there now, and then this piece just goes in and folds into the back. Then you're ready to start to work on the arm pieces here. So on the arms, we're going to fold this section out and fold this section out and start to maneuver everything around. So you've got these pieces here that you just need to unhook. They kind of fold in on themselves and then drop in. This piece here is going to post, you just push it through so that you can get the everything else to align on this, and then you just maneuver this into position. And I want to move this round and just tab this in on the side here, bring it forwards and a little bit, it will just tab in there. So then come around the other side and do the same. So just fold this out, fold this piece out from underneath here, round and down, and then again just hook this up and over. I think out of everything, there's quite a big tab here on the side. I think this is the one you need to be careful when you're transforming it either this way or the other. This is the bit that's going to get kind of scuffed up, I think, as you're transforming this guy, just because it's quite a big tab. So when you take it off, you need to make sure we're lifting up a little bit. It's a bit of a challenge, that tab there. Now we're going to transform Motormaster's arm. So the first thing you need to do is just pull this piece out, come round the side, and then you've got a little tab here to undo and a little tab here to undo, and then you can bring the whole arm round like this, and at this point we will just tab everything together on his arm, switch this piece around here, and then flick that round, and then you've got his whole arm there. And then come around the other side where we can do this again, flip out, bring the arm around, and then make sure that you've undone the little tab that's in here, and then you just build the arm up, tab everything together, and then finally we move the arms in. We lock the body down like so, and the arms, you just kind of pull the arms out, move the hands around, and then the same on this side, you kind of pull the arm out a little bit just to give it that freedom of motion. And then we have our Gravestone. Then we have the fully transformed Gravestone, aka Motormaster, and what a fantastic piece this is. Let's bring it in a little closer so that we can really check out all of the molded detail and everything on this figure. Head sculpt, first of all, is really nice. Head sculpt here. Really nice purple in the eyes. I think I would have liked to have maybe seen a little bit more definition between the eyes and the face, but something I can definitely live with on this model. Really nice. Then we have this molded detail. This is all die cast, which is obviously adds a lot of heft to this figure. Really nice different shades of like turquoisey and purple. Not turquoise, sorry, kind of like a lavender and a more of a luminescent purple that we have as we go through this. This is all kind of just molded plastic. You can see the articulated hands. We'll go into that in a second. As we come down, we have some really nice molded detail, nice translucent purple plastic on the bottom here, and just really nice molded detail as we move through this figure. It's quite an impressive piece. The transformation on this, as I said, is a very nice transformation as well. Come round the back, he has a little bit of a backpack, but not too much at all. But even having said that, he just looks phenomenal. Molded detailing even round the back. A little bit of a gap here, which surprises me actually, but this is due to the transformation. Usually you would see something here maybe to close off this gap, so I don't know if maybe a fourth party will release something, but that's the only kind of weak point on this, that they haven't created something or given us something to fill in these gaps at the back. Let's dip into this guy's articulation. And he has some articulation, he has a lot of articulation, but it's not to the full extent of some of the other figures, and I'll show you a little bit of this. So let's start at the head. The head, just so you know, the head comes off very easily, and I'll show you that now. The head comes off very easily. It's on a little ball joint. This is so that you can replace the face, which I'll go into again later on. They're also doing a lot of more heads that are going to come with the trailer. So the head comes off very easily, and I think that's something to do with potentially the transformation into Menasor. But you get some sides, some full 360 here, and then you get some up and down articulation within the head itself, which is nice, because when I first got it, I was like, oh well, it doesn't really articulate, but then you realise that the head actually articulates separately, which is nice. You get a full 360 kind of on the arms. The backpack gets in the way, so you have to kind of move it out a little bit. You get a nice ratchet joint there just on the arm, and then you get a full 360 here, and you also get a full 360 on the hand, and the hand is also heavily articulated, so you can see here on the hand just how articulated this hand actually is. I'll try and get all of his fingers out here. So you get what, three points of articulation, or 2 points of articulation, 3 points of articulation on the fingers, and then also quite a good kind of side to side motion, as well as the up and down motion. Very heavily articulated hands, really nice. Stiff articulation as well. It doesn't feel loose at all, which is great. But then you have this, the bend on the arm is a bit of an odd one, because the bend on the arm, you can only bend here, so you can only go forward, so you have to kind of manipulate the hand to wherever you want it to be, because you could only do this, which is a little bit of an odd one. There's no other bend. It's a little bit of an odd joint. It just feels a bit weird for some reason. I don't know why, but it just feels a bit weird. Then at the waist, you get a full 360 on his root width, and you can hear that's on a really nice ratchet there as well. And then we get a really big ab crunch just because of the transformation, so you get a nice ab crunch, but he will hold positions in the ab crunch as well. At the legs, you get a nice swing out of the legs. Obviously he has the hip skirts that you can move out to get even bigger range of motion. He gets a knee bend here, a really nice knee bend, but again, this is a bit weird here. So you get a full rotation here at the feet, and what looks like you should get a rotation here at the legs, you don't. So this doesn't rotate, even though it looks like it should. So you won't be able to rotate the legs there. you have to kind of manipulate the joints to how you want. If this should rotate, mine is very stiff and I don't want to pull it too much, so let me know if I'm wrong here, but I don't think I am. So that's a little bit of articulation that you don't get with this character. You do get some very good foot articulation, so there's a lot going on with the feet down here. These feet are actually on some little runners here as well, so just be careful when you're manipulating it that you don't break this little tab inside, so these slide in and out on those tabs, but just make sure that when you are manipulating it that you're moving the tab out as you need to. So very, very heavily articulated figure, looks great, very, very highly posable. But of course, what's important on this channel is, can he ninja kick? No problem. No problem whatsoever for this guy. Absolutely piece of piss. From an accessories point of view, he comes with accessories. He comes with a massive laser. And this laser, similar to all of the rest of the X-Transbots, has a tab in here so that we can just open up his little hand and secure that into the side here. Just tab it in and then close it off there. This tabs in much better than any of the other weapons, I have to say, that we got with the rest of the X-Transbots figures so far. I had a little bit of trouble with some of those. He is able to hold his own weight with the gun. There's no real challenges there when it comes to holding the gun up. He also has a massive sword, so I don't know if this is the sword that Menasor is actually going to use as well, but he does come with a massive sword. And again, this has a little peg here so that he can hold the sword in his hand like so. So that just tabs in to the side. Move the gun out of the way. Tabs into the side here. Sword just goes in like that, and then he can grip his sword like so. So he is fully weaponizable. He also comes with some weapon ports for you to be able to store the weapons while he's in robot mode, which is nice. So if you don't want him in his hands, you can flip him around the back, flip these two ports out, and then they have a little hole here so that you can have his sword hanging off the back there, so that you can kind of have it like this at the back. And then also you have a little port somewhere on the gun to be able to do this as well, just here at the back, so that you can hang his gun as well. I'm not sure if you can do both of these at the same time. Just about you can hang them both off, but they don't look too good, so it's just about one being there really, and the other one placed in his hand while he's in robot mode. So there we go. So he's also got storage while in robot mode for weapons. One added accessory that Gravestone comes with the same as the rest of the X-Transbots, is he comes, oh, drop the little guy, is he comes with another face. So you can see here, this is actually the face he came with. I changed this face, and you also get some little eyes that just kind of sit inside here like so. So that's the extra face you kind of get with this guy, so that you can to remove it, you actually don't need to do anything with screwdrivers like the rest of them. You just pull the face at the front and that removes it, and then you can put the other one. As I said, the trailer's actually going to come with more faces, so that's pretty cool. We can now look at the comparison. So first of all, let's do a comparison between Gravestone and the other berserkers in this line. So this is my favorite of these, and still my favorite, and as I said, I'll explain why at the end. So Dragstrip, you can see he's much taller than Dragstrip, so you can see how much bigger this figure is than the other guys. Then we also have Breakdown here, and we also have Dead End here. These guys just look fantastic together. What a set. You can see how much bigger Motormaster is here though than the other three. I'm still looking for flip out. Please, if you know how I can get a flip out that isn't a G2 coloured one, I'd really like one, or the G1 version. I don't want that either. I need the one to go with this set. But these guys all look amazing together. For an added comparison, let's bring out the MP10 G again, and we can have a little look here and see how these guys look next to each other. And we can see that he is taller just slightly than an MP10, so he is masterpiece scale, but he's bigger than Prime. He's also, like I say, he's just overall a better quality figure, and the joints down here, his knee joints here, are just much better than certainly what I got with my MP10, who not only is a little bit looser but also has this stupid forward motion that I don't like. This guy doesn't really have that. So mine also, I have some multiple challenges with this guy, but that's how they look together. So you can see he scales quite well with your masterpiece figures, but he is bigger than an MP10. So all that's left now is my final recommendation, and would I recommend you pick up this product? Hell yes. This is probably my second favorite out of this whole collection so far. And obviously you need this guy to complete the full Berserkers, but he is an amazing piece. Quality wise, he's probably the best masterpiece quality wise that I have in my entire collection. He's absolutely fantastic, really nice, probably one of the best transformations out of the whole of the Berserkers as well, one of the easiest transformations, so really nice. My favorite one is still this dude. He's still my favorite. He's still a favorite in my collection, just because this guy, one, he's my favorite color, yellow. Secondly, I also really just love his alt mode and his bot mode. I think they work really, really well together. So he's still my favorite piece in my entire collection, just because he's a bit of a favorite of mine since I was a kid. But this guy definitely comes in a close second or third in my entire collection now. If he was in third, he'd only be third behind Civil Warrior. So yeah, really, really nice piece. Really cool. He's the most expensive out of the whole set so far. I'm not sure how much the trailer's coming in at. So he is quite an expensive piece, but I truly believe worth every single penny. I'm sure you guys will absolutely love him as well. I got this guy from AliExpress. You can pick him up in quite a lot of different places, but yeah, that's where I got this guy from. Have you already got this guy? Are you excited for the trailer and actually finishing this set off? What are your thoughts on this, guys? What are your thoughts on the entire set so far? From my side, well done X-Transbots, another fantastic figure here. And from me, I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video in a bit. Peace.